Funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. That one line lit the fuse. From the crooked sidewalks of 1950s, Brooklyn, young Henry Hill, played first by Christopher Serrone and then by Ray Liotta, watched the world from behind windshields and corner stores. Not a cop, not a fireman, but made men. The ones who parked anywhere they wanted, skipped lines, and got respect not with votes, but with fear. He was just a kid when he met Paulie Cicero, the silent mob boss played with heavy dignity by Paul Sorvino. Paulie never talked on the phone. He moved slow, spoke less, but when he did, things happened. Jimmy Conway was next. Robert De Niro, the cold-eyed Irishman who pulled off truck heists with a smile and never left loose ends. And then, Tommy DeVito, Joe Pesci, like a ticking bomb in a silk suit. Small, loud, brutal. 1 second he's joking, the next, he's stabbing a guy with a pen or shooting someone over a shine box. Henry started running errands, parking Cadillacs, delivering packages. The money came fast, faster than high school, faster than rules. In a world built on silence, respect, and retaliation, Henry was home. But even gangsters fall in love. Karen Hill, played with fire and fragility by Lorraine Bracco, didn't just love Henry, she loved the life. The fur coats, the guns and glove compartments, the front row seats at the Copa. The weddings were loud, the envelopes fatter. And through it all, Henry kept climbing. Hijackings, arson, protection, payouts. With Jimmy and Tommy, they were untouchable. Until they weren't. It starts small. Billy Batts, a made man, insulted Tommy and never left the bar alive. They buried him upstate, but the dirt doesn't stay buried. Time moves. People talk.
That's funny.
Amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
You're just funny.
Funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to...
It's the way you tell the story and everything funny.
Eyes turn. Then came the Lufthansa heist. Millions stolen from JFK Airport, and suddenly they weren't just small-time hustlers. They were legends and targets. One by one, anyone who talked, or looked like they might talk, vanished. Stax Edwards, played by a young Samuel L. Jackson, was found dead in his apartment. Morris, the wig man who wouldn't shut up, silenced in a driveway. Frankie Carbone, frozen stiff in a meat truck. Jimmy didn't forgive, he didn't warn, he erased. And Tommy, he wanted to be made. It was the only way to be untouchable. But in the mob, Irish blood doesn't count. Tommy walked into the room expecting respect and caught a bullet to the face. It should have been Henry's wake-up call. Instead, it was cocaine, deals with dealers, drug runs with babysitters, side girls like Janice Rossi in penthouses, nosebleeds, stashed pistols, and loose cannons. The mob didn't know, but the feds did. Helicopters in the sky, phones tapped, doors knocked. It all comes crashing down in one wild spinning day. Henry stirs his sauce, dodges surveillance, drops off guns, picks up drugs, and gets arrested in front of his kid. Jimmy tells him to go see someone in Florida. Henry knows what that means. Karen flushes the coke, and in a world that once said, "Never rat, never betray," Henry does both. He turns state's witness, stands in court, names names, points fingers. Paulie gets 20 years. Jimmy's locked away. The life is over. The legend dies. And Henry? He lives. In a house like everyone else. In a world with no line cutting, no handshakes, no fear. Just egg noodles and ketchup. This isn't a gangster movie. It's a funeral for the American dream. Directed by Martin Scorsese. Based on a true story. With unforgettable performances by Ray Liotta, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Lorraine Bracco. A rise to power fueled by loyalty, and a fall into darkness driven by betrayal. This is not about heroes. This is not about villains. This is about choices. Power, greed, blood, and silence. This is Goodfellas. And in this life, you never retire. You disappear.